Okay, I'm going to review the city scene for the Illustrator class, and in this case, if I can get it to start opening here, I'm going to open up my city scene. I just want to briefly talk about, I know there's two videos already that kind of explain how to bring it into Flash, but for today I just want to review how to make the lights in the building. I don't think I made a video on that, and it's just a basic texture that I want to talk about, making textures and things like that. In this case, the buildings are just basically done with the pen tool. As you can see here, let's look at the example here. So you can see the buildings are just done with the pen tool. You can see the different types of textures there. So I just want to go over sort of how to make the windows. Okay, I don't think I reviewed that in any of the videos, so I just want to talk about that real quick. So it's basically a texture. So let me start with a new file. I'm going to close this one. It's taking way too much RAM on my computer here. Doesn't have a lot of RAM here. So it's just really easy to make a texture for windows like that. Basically, the easiest way is to make a square. So I can just make a small square. I'm going to make no stroke though. Turn off the stroke. Give it a fill. Actually, let's make a big one so we can shrink it down later. I'm going to make this a lot bigger so we can see what we're doing. So we make a square. Holding the shift key, make sure we make a perfect square here. Whatever color you want the background of the buildings to be. Since it's a night scene, we'll make it a kind of a dark purple. And then for the windows, I am going to make another rectangle. And I didn't do it kind of perfectly. I was kind of guessing a little bit when I originally made it. I don't want to make it too bright. It's kind of dark, but there's not everybody in there. And then all I did was duplicate this a little bit. And as you can see, I kind of eyeballed it. You can put a grid on there and make it just perfect if you want. The other thing you want to consider is making sure that it kind of fits in the middle there, so that it's kind of even all the way around, so it kind of works. So this isn't even all the way around, so we'll just fake it a little bit here. Okay, so all I did was make a little square like that, and I shrunk it down to be kind of the size that I think the windows would be on a building that I'm trying to make. And then for the building parts of this design, I'm just going to use the pen tool and just kind of go and making some points. You can make a triangle top point. You can make and so all I'm doing is just like holding the shift key down. Like the shift key is kind of cool because what you can do is it'll also make the angle. And I tell you what I mean. Like if you're gonna do the pointy building here, it'll give you that kind of 45-degree angle for a pointy building. And just a couple more buildings here. So all you want to do, at least for if you're going to animate the example, is make one kind of long so it'll go across the window size. And remember, the size inside of Flash is like 550 by 400, so you want to make it kind of long. So as you can see, this wasn't straight here. One of the other things you should consider doing when you're working inside of Illustrator is making the points line up. So let's just discuss that just for a minute here. You'll notice that when I put this point here, it didn't line up with the end anchor point here. So one of the things that you can do is, of course, use the alignment feature inside of Illustrator, and there is an alignment feature. And if you use the alignment, select the 2 points that you want to align, and then align them, and you'll see that they'll line up perfectly. I used bottom, this one, vertical align bottom. And then to put the texture in for the windows, again, you can take them. You could either make them bigger or smaller.